We lived for the freedom of a hot summer day, cruising the boardwalk with nothing but sunshine and the sound of the ocean telling us where to go. Growing up meant learning that home was less about four walls and more about the loving, joyful faces we gathered with. Before busy screens, evenings were spent on couches like this, just talking and dreaming, feeling the quiet comfort of family close by. We dressed up and stepped out, not for pictures, but for the simple, pure joy of living a beautiful day together without a care in the world. Working hard had a different feel when you knew most of your customers by name, and every transaction was a little moment of connection in the community. We shared everything back then, laughter, dreams, and a bond that was stronger than any passing trend, rooted in genuine friendship. Before everyone had a screen, friendships were forged in these hallway moments, just being present with each other as the school day unfolded. Friendships back then were built on genuine smiles and comfortable silences, knowing you had someone who understood your heart without words. Looking back, those classroom days felt like the safest place on earth, where a community of little hearts was just starting to learn how to grow. Working our first jobs felt like a badge of honor, serving up smiles and good food that brought our community together, one meal at a time. The best memories of growing up were made standing shoulder to shoulder with the people who loved you, ready to face the world together. Even a trip to the shoe store was an opportunity for connection, where friendly service often came with a charming word or two. Lunchtime in the cafeteria was a daily ritual, where plates piled high with simple food fueled the laughter and planning of youthful adventures. In those days, pulling up to one of these spots felt like the greatest adventure, where a hamburger and a milkshake could solve any problem. The music of our youth was built on shared brilliance and friendship, proving that when you supported each other, the stage became pure magic. Looking back, there's a sweet echo of youthful innocence in this photo, a reminder of when life's biggest worries seemed miles away. That feeling of hitting the open road in a cool car with the windows down and a smile on your face was the purest kind of freedom we knew. Before the rush of the day began, these quiet moments in front of the mirror were for practicing smiles and dreaming about the adventures ahead. We found so much confidence in those years, knowing that whatever the future held, we had the strength and smile to greet it. Before digital libraries, the greatest adventure was hitting the road with a fresh 8-track and the perfect song ready for the journey. We learned that the richest treasures in life weren't found in things, but in the deep connections and shared laughter that filled our homes. Before the internet, the greatest treasure hunt began right here, sifting through cards to unlock worlds of knowledge and imagination. Looking at those friendly faces reminds me that even daily errands were warmer back then, filled with small, neighborly moments we didn't know we'd miss. Looking at those trusting smiles, you remember when friendship was the only accessory you ever needed to make a night feel perfect. Before complicated nights out, the best evenings were spent here leaning on each other and creating a lifetime of memories in our own cozy corner. This picture captures the essence of home, where simple joys and the gentle presence of a pet made every day feel warm and secure. Every package and every confident step meant you were working toward a dream, carrying your own hope through the bustling wide world. Before screens, imagination was our constant companion, turning every yard and driveway into a stage for the day's great dramas. Love felt like a shared patch of grass in a quirky car, finding simple contentment in just being together before anyone needed a plan. Looking at those handlebars and bright colors, you can almost hear the giggles of friends embracing the simple, pure energy of a summer afternoon. Looking at this photo, you remember that our favorite albums and magazine clippings were the quiet storytellers of who we were becoming. Before phones, our days were filled with neighborhood adventures, finding endless joy just walking and playing with our best friends. Friendship in those years felt like endless sunshine and the comfortable feeling of knowing someone shared your happy, confident journey. The beauty of those years was in the simple, honest presence of a moment, filled with genuine warmth and innocent confidence. Looking at that snapshot of youth, you remember the simple, sunny days when a cool car and a bright smile were all you needed. The familiar click of the cash register and the friendly exchange were the quiet anchors of community life, making big stores feel like neighborhood spots. Looking at those classic cars, you remember a time when adventure was always just a short drive away, shared with good company. That infectious smile and a convertible on a sunny day captured the purest, most joyful essence of youthful freedom and endless possibility. Looking at those knee socks and thoughtful faces, you remember a time when the classroom felt like the safe, bright beginning of everything. Looking at those knee-high socks and crisp blouses, you remember that these formal little moments felt like a serious, quiet step toward growing up. Before everyone had a phone, real conversations and shared secrets against the lockers were the daily currency of youth. Summers were defined by the simple luxury of lying still in the sun, letting the warmth soak in while the radio played a perfect, distant tune. Looking at this picture, you remember when a pair of Converse and a stretch of pavement was all you needed to feel perfectly content.